The ultimate list of cheap places to travel. Did you know it's possible to travel on as little as $10 a day in some parts of the world? Well, if you get creative with your travel destinations, it most certainly is. Most people know that India and Eastern Europe are cheap places to travel, but most of the world's best budget backpacking destinations are a little off the beaten track, and you won't find most of these countries on other budget travel destinations lists. This is some real adventure gold. I've been traveling the world broke for nearly 9 years now. I normally travel on a budget of around $10 minus $15 a day, but this becomes a lot more fun when you pick a cheap place as suddenly you can afford beer. This is a list for adventurous backpackers, for those who want to explore the world without breaking the bank. This is the ultimate list of cheap places to travel. Venezuela. With 60 beers for $1. Yeah, that's not a typo. Venezuela is officially the cheapest travel destination in the world. You need to carry your dollars in cash to take advantage of the black market exchange rates, but assuming you do, you can stay in 5-star hotels for just $2 a night, take taxis for 25 cents, go on multi-day all-inclusive mountain treks for under $100 and party hard for under $5 a night. Venezuela has a bit of a bad reputation as the rough part of South America, but I couch-surfed my way across this amazing country with ease and had a truly incredible time. If you're in search of real adventure and keen to travel on the cheap, you can have an absolute blast in Venezuela for under $50 a week. Iran. One of the most overlooked cheap places to travel, backpacking Iran is a truly incredible experience. Iran is probably the easiest country worldwide to hitch a ride, and you will often be invited into homes, so you rarely even have to pay for a place to sleep. With gorgeous Islamic architecture, legendary hospitality, beautiful women and the stunning island of Hormuz, backpacking across Iran is a truly amazing experience, and it's one of my favorite budget travel destinations in the world. If you're happy to hitch and to couch surf, you can travel here for under $10 a day. Nicaragua. The cheapest place to travel in Central America, Nicaragua is a wonderland of volcanic peaks, crazy parties, jungle treks and Mayan sites. I spent nearly 3 months exploring Nicaragua, and it's hands down my favorite budget travel destination in Central America. It's safe, easy to get around and has something for everyone. You can score a room for just a couple of dollars a night and expect to eat street food for under $1. Alcohol is cheap and the beaches are free. If you're a first-time budget backpacker, Nicaragua is a solid choice. Cambodia. A popular stop on the backpacker trail, Cambodia is a very cheap place to travel indeed, with beers for 25 cents and budget accommodation for just a couple of dollars. Many backpackers in Southeast Asia save Cambodia for the last part of their trip, as this is the place you can make your money stretch the furthest in this part of the world. At a fraction of the price of neighboring Thailand, and with plenty of gorgeous beaches, steamy jungles and fascinating history, Cambodia is another solid choice for a first-time budget traveler, as it's safe, easy and fun. Cambodia is not as cheap as it used to be, but it's still budget-friendly. Pakistan. Pakistan might not be the first budget travel destination to spring to mind when planning out your round-the-world trip, but think again. Backpacking across Pakistan is a simply awesome experience. The mountains in Pakistan are hands down the best in the world, and the hospitality you will experience here is truly very special. I couch-surfed my way across Pakistan with no problems and have spent over 3 months in this amazing part of the world. Whilst transportation costs can add up, it's possible to hitchhike, and once you have made some local friends you will rarely have to pay for much. You can expect numerous offers of a place to crash. Food will rarely set you back more than a couple of dollars, and you can camp for free in the Himalayan mountains. Pakistan is a wonderland of stunning treks, friendly people, underground parties and ancient traditions. Best of all, Pakistan is the cheapest place to travel if you want to explore one of the stands. Eastern Europe. With epic Soviet ruins, friendly locals, frozen cities and colorful traditions, Eastern Europe is a great place to explore if you are on a tight budget. It's extremely easy to hitchhike across Eastern Europe, and beer is almost always cheap. Albania is probably the cheapest place to travel in Europe, followed closely by Bulgaria and Romania. For kick-ass parties and beautiful people, head on up to Ukraine or Russia. India. An oldie and a goodie, broke backpackers have been traveling to India for decades now. When I was 19, I spent a year backpacking around India and spent under $3,000. It's possible to survive here comfortably on $10 a day, and you can even do it for less. India is one of the most popular budget travel destinations, but that's largely because so many people know about it. For a taste of real adventure, and to avoid the hippie wannabe hordes, cross the Wagah border and explore Pakistan instead. India is definitely one of the cheapest places to travel in Asia, and is cheaper than neighboring Nepal and Pakistan, but the hassle here can get on one's nerves after a while. In total, I've spent nearly 2 years backpacking across India now and have probably seen only about half of what this amazing country has to offer. Like many India veterans, I both love and hate the country. Bolivia. The cheap South American country that people do know about, Bolivia is a good budget choice if you want to check out South America and don't feel quite ready for Venezuela. With the famous salt flats, stunning architecture, dirt cheap parties and world-renowned hiking, Bolivia is an epic cheap budget travel destination. Turkey. Last year, I hitchhiked across Europe, and then from Istanbul up to Georgia. Hitchhiking in Turkey is very easy indeed, which makes this a good budget travel destination. It's worth traveling with a tent in Turkey, and there are also lots of caves, especially around the Cappadocia region, where you can survive with just a sleeping bag. Turkey is an often overlooked destination, but if you are off in search of a cheap place to go on an adventure, Turkey offers fantastic bang for your buck, and is an epic way to travel overland from Europe to Asia. The Philippines. One of my favorite countries in Southeast Asia and one of the cheapest island nations to visit, the Philippines is a place of gorgeous beaches, swaying palm trees, pounding parties, friendly locals and living legends. For an adventure with a difference, trek into the jungles in search of Wangod, the last Kalinga tattoo master. Manila is a damn expensive city and should be avoided by travelers on a budget. Get yourself straight out to Sagada or Palawan and travel slow to keep costs down.